they've both filled O2 Arena. They've both, filled Madison Square, which both of these two venues are like one of the biggest. So they are not small. Okay, they are not. But I mean, everybody will still have their preference anyway. But just putting it out there that they are both great achievers. So this is not in any way to downplay anyone's achievement. So So in my previous video, I asked the question if it's about time we add Rema to the big three, so we can now have the big four. I mean, this followed his spectacular, performance at his concert in Madison Square Gardens in New York.
Yeah, we did this. MSG shut down. Yeah, no more big did it. It's not Big4. Shout out to my dad and my brother. I love you guys. We did it. We did it. Yeah, we did this. MSG shut down. Yeah, no more big did it. It's not Big4. Shout out to my dad and my brother. I love you guys. We did it. We did it.
Well, some people literally ask, is Asake a joke to us? Somebody said, Asake deserves to be in the big four conversation more than Rema. Do you agree? Well, it's not a case of whether you agree or not. We're just going to place the fact out there in terms of, their achievements. Like I said, this is a healthy comparison. We're not here to say who is better than who, because we know that they are both, achievers and great on their own terms, especially looking at what they have achieved. So this is just for, us to just talk about them and things like this further, promoting the culture. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to bring out the fact in terms of their genre that they do. These are the criteria we're going to use to look at it. Their monthly listeners, their number of streams, their international collaborations, the venues that they filled, their relevance at the moment, their awards, nominations and award. We're just going to take all of that and use it to dissect it, and then I will now draw up our conclusions. Their social media following as well. We're just going to look at all of this, and then you can decide who is your best to be in the league of the top three to make them the top four. So looking at these criteria that I've mentioned, one can say, why not? Asake has beat all of this, so why can't he be there? Asake should be there instead of Rema. But I am saying, instead of the big four, why not the big five? Why not Rema, Asake, Burna, Wiz, Davido? Why not? Anyway, for the sake of this video, we're just going to keep it on the topic of discussion, which is the big four. Does Rema deserve to be there, or Asake should be in the big four? So that's what we're going to be looking at. You send the criteria, then let's go. But before we go, let me first of all state clearly that they are both great. I'm emphasizing this so that it doesn't look like we're trying to downplay any of their achievements. No, they are both great. They are both contributing to the culture. They are both, doing big things. So we are, rooting for both of them. So, but here, we have to do what we have to do. So first, we are going with genre of music. And for their genre of music, Asake first. Now, Asake blends various regional influences, including Yoruba, Afrobeat, Amapiano, Fuji, to create a unique sound that is very, very appealing for everyone. That has now endeared, him to many. While Rema's music style is known for his blend of Afrobeat, dancehall, and pop influence. Yes, and that also have endeared a lot of people to his sound. Okay, next we're going to look at the number of streams. Yes, so for streams, Rema generally leads with a reported estimated 12 billion and still counting total career streams globally. For Asake, on the other hand, he He has amassed 1 billion streams and still counting. Now, these numbers indicate that Rema currently has a higher total stream count compared to that of Asake. Okay, so now we go to the monthly listeners. So just, listen properly so that you would pick your choice to be on that, Big 4 from an informed place, not a place of bias. Do you get what I mean? Okay. So for monthly listeners, monthly Spotify listener for Asake currently has approximately 73 million monthly listeners and still counting on Spotify, while Rema has 103 million. This indicates again that Rema currently has more monthly listeners on Spotify compared to that of Asake. These are numbers, and numbers don't lie. Now let's go to social media following. For Instagram, Rema has a total of 6.8 million followers, while Asake has 4.9 million as of the time of doing this video. That can, it keeps increasing. So yeah, so on YouTube, Rema has a total of 4.8 million subscribers, while Asake has 1.6 million subscribers. This is also as of the time of doing this video. Like I said, it can increase. Okay. So now for awards, both local and international, we're talking about nomination and the actual win. For international awards and nomination, that's for Rema. Rema has a Grammy Award nomination for Best Global Music Album for his album Haze. He has also Global Award nomination for Best Social Trended Song Calm Down with Selena Gomez. Billboard Music Awards nomination for Top Afrobeat Song for Calm Down with Selena Gomez as well. So we had, for Rema too, iHeartRadio Music Awards nomination for Best Music Video. Hit FM Music Awards in China nominated for Collaboration of the Year. Other nominations are Best Music Pop Artist, International Best Artist, International Revelation of the Year, Best African Music Art. Now coming back to local awards for Rema as well. Local awards and nominations had this. He won Best Album of the Year for Hate, Afrobeat Album of the Year still for the same album, and Viewers' Choice Award for collaboration with Chike on Egu. Hedis also. He won the Hedis Award for Best Artist of the Year. Also in Hedis, nominated for Album of the Year for Rave and Roses. Remember, we're still talking about Rema. So Trace Awards. He won Album of the Year for Hate, Best Music Video for D&D, and Best Male Artist. Now, Sound City MVP Awards, he won Best Digital Artist of the Year. So now let's go to Asake and his nomination and wins. Okay, the Turntable Awards in 2024, he won Best Artist of the Year. 3 Music Awards, Best Album, that Lungu Boy, he won that as well. Amapiano, African Song of the Year, he was nominated, but he didn't win. That's still for 3 Music Awards. For Image Awards, Outstanding International Song, Amapiano, nominated. BET Awards for Best International Act, he was nominated. Brit Awards, International Act as well, he was nominated for it. BET Awards Best International Act, this is 2023. All this while I was talking about 2024. So now in 2023, he got another BET Awards Best New International Act. He was nominated, for that. So Mobile Awards Best African Act, he won that. Sound City MVP Awards Best Male MVP, he won that. This is also in 2023. Grammy Awards, he was nominated for Best African Music Performance for his song Amapiano. He had his award for Album of the Year, Mr. Money with the Vibe, he won that. Best Male Artist, he was nominated. Song of the Year, Shungba Remix featuring Burna Boy, he was nominated for Song of the Year. Next Rated, he won that for Hedis. Best Street Hop Artist for Jua, he was nominated. That's Hedis as well. For Hedis Best Collaboration Terminator, nominated as well. Hedis Viewers' Choice Award Shungba Remix, he was nominated for that category. So in 2025, he was also nominated for Best African Performance at the Grammy Awards. Also, he got the Mobile Award for Best African Act. Also for the Headies Afrobeat Song of the Year, he was nominated. Digital Artist of the Year, nominated. Album of the Year, nominated. And Artist of the Year, nominated. All this is for the Headies. Asake also received numerous accolades and nominations, including the NAACP Image Awards and an MTV Video Music Awards. Great achievement right there for Asake. Now we're moving on to album success. So for Asake, Mr. Money with the Vibe in 2022 debut album debuted at number 66 on the Billboard 200, breaking the record of the big opening day for an African album on Apple Music. Work of Art in 2023, sophomore album, also debuted at number 66 on the Billboard 200. Lungu Boy in 2024, that was his third album that achieved the longest running number one album on the Nigerian chart. Now let's go to Rema. Rave and Rose 2022, first album, had a peak chart position of 13. Hate, that was in 2024, was the second album, garnered international attention and critical acclaim. While Calm Down, the remix with Selena Gomez, peaked at number 3 on the US Billboard Hot 100, became a global hit, and it's widely regarded as the only biggest and most successful Afrobeat song of all time, where he's like the only African artist to accomplish this feat. Well, you see, Rema also went ahead to perform Calm Down at the 2023 Ballon d'Or ceremony. Now, the Afrobeat star made history as he became the first Nigerian to perform at this global award event. Well, Rema also performed at a major international events like Coachella. So you see, by the time you compare these two, well, you can drop your own conclusion. I'm not going to, instigate anything. So let's go to brand deals. Where for brand deals, no exact details are publicly available for both of them, but they have been recognized for their growing influence and appeal, leading to partnerships with various brands. So let's take it now to musical venues filled all over the world. Well, let's begin with Rema. Of course, the recent one, Madison Square Gardens, which he just filled like a couple of days ago. That's like a more than 20,000 capacity. The O2 Arena in London, and other notable venues that he has filled, which includes Aragon Ballroom in Chicago and the MGM Music Hall at Fenway in Boston, Massachusetts. Well, for Asake, Madison Square Gardens, of course, that was in 2024 August, and the Barclays Center in September 2023. Asake became the first African artist to headline and sell out Barclays Center. Also, O2 Arena in August 2023. Asake also achieved that milestone by filling the O2 Arena in London. So now let's look at international collaborations by both artists. Now for Rema, Calm Down, of course, one of the biggest Afrobeat songs of all time. We're talking about that was done with Selena Gomez. A Pretty Girl with Ice Spice. Twisted Fantasy with Justin Sky. Time and Affection with Chris Brown. Fine with AJ Tracy. Beamer, Bad Boys with Rovshan. Okay, I hope I got that right. Anyway, those are the international collaborations that Rema has done. Now let's look at Asake's collaboration. Asake has collaborated internationally with Stormzy on Real Life, collaboration with Chris Brown, and also Asake featuring Travis Scott with the track Active. That's for collaboration between both of them, so you can tell your own judgment who you think did well a collaboration. Some people would prefer, Asake, some would prefer Rema. It's all yours. That's the choice is yours. So now let's talk about relevance. So at the moment, when we talk about relevance, it's a bit dicey because up until now, with this Madison Square Garden performance, Rema though has been out there, not really, not much heard about music and all of that, So the same with Asake, nothing is heard much about them musically, like new songs and all of that. But with this Madison Square Garden, it's like, Rema will take the lead because this one is a huge one. So they've been in the news quite all right, but musically, nothing much. They've not really dropped like singles, albums. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. So somehow with this Madison Square Gardens, I'm just going to like, okay, say maybe Rema, but like I said, the choice is yours. You have to pick whoever you want to pick. So you remember all the criteria we used, we've broken them down in the best way we can. So you have to choose who you think did it for you, who you think should be like in the big four. You've seen everything, so you have to decide by yourself. One thing you can't take away from both of them is that both of them, they've done us proud. They are both achievers. They are both still going to achieve more. This is just to say, okay, who do you feel should be there? But that notwithstanding, both of them, they have achieved, but they've both filled O2 Arena. They've both, filled Madison Square, which both of these two venues are like one of the biggest. So they are not small. Okay, they are not. But I mean, everybody will still have their preference anyway. But just putting it out there that they are both great achievers. So this is not in any way to downplay anyone's achievement. So what do you think? Who did it for you? Who should join Burna, Wizkid, and Davido in the big three to make it the big four? Let's continue in the comment section, right? Yeah. I see you again in my next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Bye for now.